All right. While Josh is getting ready for the show, I want everybody out there to get your index finger ready. Let's hear that drum roll. Let's get those likes. Let's get those loves flooding into the show. Woo, are you ready, Jackson? Get that finger going. Let's get this show started. Take us off, Josh.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show, Morning Cup. Today we got something super exciting.
I'm pretty excited.
I know, so am I, because I'm a part of this.
He's a part of this.
I'm a part of this.
You see that sass
this
everywhere?
Brand and this business.
This business. You are a very integral part.
And that makes me just as excited as you guys. Probably not as excited, but I'm excited. Especially after the first time I tried this coffee, I was absolutely blown away.
Blown away.
But you know what? Let's just get to the name of it.
Let's get to it. All right, everybody. This is what y'all been waiting for. We've been gearing up for this for years. Years.
2016, when they first started selling coffee online, this was the vision.
This was part of the vision. Absolutely. So, I would like to introduce to everybody out there the first roasted by Cafe Rica black honey.
Woo. The black honey roasted by Cafe Rica.
Boom.
We got to get like a sticker or something on this.
Oh, it's in the works.
That's in the works right now.
It's in the works.
You can't really read it, but it says what it is at the bottom. Some people have been in the shop. We've talked about it. It's on our menu now. You can come and get it. Come get your own pour over of the black honey. But if you haven't had it, haven't even seen it, heard of it, today is the day.
Today is the day.
It is amazing.
Shall I talk a little bit about it?
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously.
Here's a little bit of the background. All right. So Oscar and Francesca Cachon are third generation.
Should I start brewing?
Productions. Yes, start brewing. But coffee is more than just in their family heritage. It's in their hearts and souls as well. So they are a couple that has committed to quality and innovation among the first farmers in Costa Rica to produce a honey and natural process specialty coffee. So that is huge because this is a honey processed Costa Rican.
So what I just got from that is traditionally Costa Ricans are always washed. Is that kind of what I got from that?
I think traditionally coffee is not traditional, but I think it's much easier to
wash it.
Wash.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, continue on.
So yes, you would kind of be right. Okay, so they, like I said, honey roast it. And there's different types of honey roast.
There is?
Honey processed. Yeah, so
I didn't even know that.
This is also from I got to figure out where it's from. There is a certain part of the world that's Costa Rican. Oh, it's from the Caya San Juan farm in the Alajuela Central Valley part of Costa Rica. That is near, I believe, where we get our other coffee from.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I don't know anything about
close.
Costa Rica, so that's all you.
Yeah, it's
you've been there. Where do you guys get your normal coffee from? Like in relation to bigger like cities that people would know, I guess.
So San Jose is the capital. That's where my mom is from.
Yeah, that's what I knew.
So that's pretty
that.
centrally located.
Okay, cool.
It's between two mountain ranges. Boom, boom. Also known as the Central Valley.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
there we go.
I'm learning geography.
So where we get our coffee normally from is Naranjo, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from San Jose. I think north.
Have you guys been to that farm?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I want to go next time.
Not this one.
Yeah, I've been Naranjo. I'm talking about Naranjo.
Yeah. So we've been there.
Can I come next time?
Possibly.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Okay. So it is a honey processed. And so what Josh was talking about was washed, is where they take all of the membrane off. Natural, they use all of the membrane, leave it on. Because remember, coffee is a fruit.
Yeah, it's cherry, right?
It's a cherry.
Yeah. So natural is very That's when you get a lot of the fruitiness.
Yep.
Like natural Ethiopians are like super fruity.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to even
got
like
the
a
fruit on the
regular,
outside.
because in Ethiopian coffee in general is very fruity, and a natural is even more. Like Madcap's Party.
Yes, exactly.
Super strawberry, red berry. Very good. Continue
Yes.
on.
Okay, so this actually says Francesca took inspiration from her knowledge of African coffee production and quickly built raised beds on the property. They're natural. Lots caught a lot of attention from Cafe Imports founder Andrew Miller. And the rest is history.
History. Like Cafe Rica's first roasted coffee.
First roasted coffee.
That's history. Write it down. Take
These
notes.
days, there are several variations of both honey and natural process. There's the one, yellow honey coffee is turned hourly on raised beds for a few days and then transferred to a greenhouse to turn regularly. There's red honey coffee
Red
is turned several times a day and dried longer in the greenhouse. And black honey, the coffee is turned once a day.
I just thought black honey was what we named it.
Kind of.
Okay. See, I didn't know. So I knew the three were natural, washed in honey, wet hulled, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were different types of honey roasted.
To be honest, I didn't until I learned about this one.
Well, look at that. Everyone's learning something new today. So that's very interesting. You got yellow, red, and black.
Yeah.
Okay. And it all depends on how often they're turned.
Yeah, and so that's obviously another variation that's going to create a different
Interesting. So like
taste.
different honeys, honey coffees, honey processed coffees can have different tasting notes, different flavors, maybe different sweetness levels just based on that.
Yeah,
That's very
exactly.
interesting. I think the coffee's done.
The coffee.
So
See,
aromatics, smell the bag.
aromatics.
I'll pour up.
Man, I will tell you this. So this gets freshly roasted pretty much on demand. And so this is the second batch we've roasted. Woo, you can smell that thing when it gets ground up. It fills
And the bag that we're roasting right now, hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself. This was roasted, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Like it was still warm.
It was still
when it got
warm
here.
when it got here. So it is definitely in its peak. Definitely in its peak.
There's that. Don't spill it. It's hot.
Okay, so just the bean aromatics, I get a pretty sweet smell. Very, very fragrant. I like it. It does have a little bit of a chocolatiness to it.
Yeah, it smells like yeah, I agree with that. Kind of like a sweetie, not a sweet chocolate type
Yeah.
smell. I don't know. It smells good. I like it.
The
Don't even get me started on the taste. For the aromatics, I'm giving it 8.5
8.5 coming out the gates.
because it smells good. That's like that, and the wet aromatics. And all right, actually, I changed my mind. It's getting bumped up to a 9 because as soon as you grind it, the entire area within like a 10-foot circle, you can smell the coffee.
Yeah,
I've never had a coffee that you can smell the ground like coffee that strongly, and it's super
smells
sweet.
fantastic.
It smells like honey, like a sweet, just like maybe not a honey, but like just a sweetener. Very good. So I'm giving it a 9 on
Giving it a 9. Okay.
the
like it.
aromatics.
I'm just
What
going to
about
follow
you?
your suit. 9.
Okay. Yeah.
So Josh is taking his first sip. He's smelling it. What are you feeling there?
I mean, from a scent, the aromatics of the brewed coffee just kind of smells sweet, but it doesn't.
It still has that traditional like smell.
Yeah, it does.
And
Yes,
I think
it
it's
does.
because it's that Central American, South American.
Yeah, it's
varietal.
that's one thing I really like about our coffee and just Costa Rican coffee and that type of coffee because it's traditional, but it still has good flavor. It's not that kind of just traditional, like I always just refer to it as gas station coffee, where it's good, but it doesn't really have a lot of
everyday
flavor.
drinker.
In a bad way.
Oh, that's a bad way. Okay.
Well, like, I don't know. I don't like gas station coffee, really.
Nick Watson has joined the show.
Of course he has. What's up, dude? Goofy.
Goofy.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Let's take a sip.
Man. This stuff is
Oh yeah.
like real
It's so good.
It really is.
really is.
So, what I'm
It's
tasting,
so hot though.
yeah, that is one thing. I will say this, having tasted this before, so this is not a blind taste. We have tasted this before.
Yeah, we've had it. We've had this coffee for
A week and a half.
a week and a half. Yeah.
So, from our experience, it does get a little bit more sweeter, more palatable as it gets cooler.
Once it cools down, we brew it at a 200 degrees.
Yeah.
That's what we keep our water at. So once it cools down into the, what do you think, like 150-ish range?
Maybe right now it's I'm definitely getting a little bit of that natural sweetness.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of the sweet chocolate.
It's like sweet but bitter at the same time.
So I was reading the flavor notes and it says grapefruit, right?
Really?
I'm definitely getting that feel of when you drink or eat a grapefruit, that, you know how you get the like bitter feeling at the end, or it's like kind of like dry.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like it's sweet, but then it's like bitter right after.
Yeah.
And I really like it because it like tastes very, very sweet, but then it is bitter, and that must be that grapefruit. That's crazy. You can tell
cranberry.
I'm getting a cran.
Yeah, that's weird how like your mouth has the same feeling after you drink like cranberry juice. It's
that bitter,
that dryness.
Yeah, which I like. I mean, that's what
Makes you want to drink more, right?
Yeah,
Gets your
the
mouth
Palm Bomb
salivary.
does that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like pomegranate, I love pomegranate juice, but it does the same thing. I like bitter stuff. It's kind of how I am.
But it's like, since it's a fruit, it's still sweet. It's that weird mix, you know, kind of a little bit of sour.
So that sip was really sweet.
Yeah.
And right now it's transitioning to a bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
And grapefruit, cranberry, that type of bitterness.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, this is some good stuff, man.
So the notes that I've been reading on this, it's a very sweet with rich chocolate, apple, grapefruit, cranberry, and panela flavors.
What's panela?
Penelope?
Oh, Penelope.
No, I just said panela.
Oh, panela?
Panela. I'm going to Google it.
Panela?
Panela. Queso panela is a white panela. White.
So it's a
fresh,
cheese?
smooth Mexican cheese, pasteurized cow. Yeah, I guess so.
So this is supposed to taste like cheese?
Unrefined whole cane sugar, typically of Central America.
Oh, okay. So it's a cane sugar. So it's
not. It is cheese, but it's not what they're referring to. So yeah,
Okay.
it's that like that sweet, but like that molassesy, I think, taste they're going.
You
for
ever
that
chewed
sugar.
on sugar cane?
I actually haven't.
Oh my gosh, it's great. They sell it at Horrocks sometimes. I don't know if they do right now. I don't know when sugar cane's in season, but kid I went to school with one time showed up with a bag of sugar cane. I just chewed on it. It's great. It's probably not good for you because it's all sugar, but
Right now,
it's
I think
really
it's
good.
the optimal drinking temperature right now. It gets you all of those flavors. Man, that grapefruit really is coming through.
Yeah, I agree.
Just is sitting there.
It's more grapefruit than cranberry.
Yeah.
And I don't get any apple really. But I get a very sweetness, which I'm assuming that's that
The
panela and
rich chocolate.
yeah, very very rich, but then it turns very bitter. It's almost like eating dark chocolate.
Yeah,
Like it's sweet, but it's not.
and then it gets brought through with the cranberry and the sweetness of the grapefruit.
Yeah.
And that panela.
Yeah. This is some good stuff.
This is so.
It's different than a lot of the other stuff we've had.
It definitely
Which is good because
it's kind of like the best of both worlds, because I do like that traditional like Central American, South American coffee.
I've really grown to like Costa Rican coffee, but obviously I work in a coffee shop that has Costa Rican coffee specialty, but
it's
like
that,
it's growing on me a
it's
lot.
got that bold richness, but
It does.
that are sweet.
It does.
This has that to a T.
Yes, it does, and obviously the honey process has a lot to do with that, with the way it's fermented and roasted.
Yep. So taste.
I'm letting you go first on this one. You can't be biased.
Can't be biased.
Even though
I'm not biased.
I try not to be, but like this is obviously our shop's first coffee, and
I'm trying to think of what.
I feel
I
like
would probably give it an 8.5 to a 9. I'm trying not to be
like
a homer.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because like obviously my inner I want to say that it's perfect.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. I was gonna give it a 9.
Realistically, oh man, as it gets colder,
This
is
good,
definitely.
man. It's good.
I am kind of interested to see if this is a good cold brew.
I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, because this would be
Imagine
because the one thing that the Ethiopian cold brews don't have is like that body. This has like a
Ethiopian cold brews are almost like a tea.
yeah.
And I've grown to, kind of start to drink more cold brew and cold coffees. I've never really I like cold espresso, but not coffee. And I didn't like that Ethiopian cold brew you guys had last year. But
I think
our
we added to that.
seasonal I really like, which is 40% Ethiopian.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just my palate changing. But I would be interested to see this as a cold brew as well. I think it'd be very sweet.
How's it going, Sarah? How's it going, Roger? Thank you for joining the show.
I think it'd be very sweet, but I think it would also have, like you said, that kind of body that our regular cold brew has.
Yeah.
With most of them being Costa Rican, Central America, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Central American coffee. I don't want to get my region mixed up. I was going to give it a 9 too.
I bumped my 8.5 to 9. As it gets colder, it just gets better.
It does. I agree with that.
And it's really interesting kind of see how coffee from hot to warm to kind of like lukewarm, it really just, you get those different flavors.
But for me, once it gets too cold, I think it's gross. Unless it's for some reason, hot coffee that gets cold.
Cold is not the greatest, no.
No, but cold coffee, cold brew.
Yeah,
pretty solid.
Things that start off cold.
My cold brew is just hit or miss for me. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna like everything.
No. So we're at 9s across the board.
Yeah, we're sitting at 18 out of 20 so far. But drinkability.
So for 16 ounce of our pour over, this is $4.75, which is the same as a Madcap. So.
Oh, you're talking for if they came in, bought it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we're going to price this at about 16 to 17 for 12 ounce.
Okay, so for what you're getting, that's a great price.
Yeah.
It's competitive. That's exactly what I would expect to pay for 12 ounces of this coffee.
Yeah.
100%. It's great. It's good. I think that's a great price. And I've had other $16, $17 coffees that I just didn't like as much. This is really good.
We're definitely not going towards the $20 range. There's no way.
No, I agree with that. But
I find it hard to think that any coffee is worth that much.
I will say I recently bought a bag of coffee from an undisclosed company that was like $24 after tax, and it's good, but it wasn't worth it.
So, but you liked it, right?
I liked it a lot. But I don't know if I could justify spending that money again.
It definitely is hard to find.
And you had that coffee. It's really good.
Yeah.
But I would pay $18 for it. But after shipping, $25? 24, 25. It was like 24 and some change.
And it's not like you were getting it from across the country.
No. So, I don't know. I agree with the price range. But yeah, man, it's a good coffee. And it's like, I'm trying to put myself in a situation where I would drink this, and I would drink it all the time. I could see myself drinking this in the fall.
Yeah.
Like, not fall, cold, but 50s or 60s in a sweatshirt, wearing...
Even on a 90-degree day, we're still drinking it.
Yes, I agree. But I think I could really drink this in the fall.
Yeah.
Not the winter time. Maybe the winter, like early winter. But I'm thinking fall...
Yeah, I don't think it's
just because it's
or not dark enough, but it's got those rich, natural tones.
Which when I think of fall time, I think of sweets and stuff. Halloween, everyone's eating candy, and Thanksgiving is there, and
so you want to balance it out.
You want to balance it out, yeah.
Back to what Audra said last time, you want to balance it out, right? What would you pair those candies with a coffee? You want a more
so if I had to pair this with something.
I'd pair this with a nice steak. Imagine.
Yeah, imagine. I don't know. Drinking coffee and eating food is something I don't normally do a whole lot.
No.
Unless it's like a mocha, like an espresso drink, a latte, or something like that. But when I just drink a cup of black coffee, I like to just drink it and enjoy it. So for
Honestly.
me, finding stuff to pair is hard for me, just because that's not how I drink coffee.
So this, I think, I'm thinking about it. Since it's a sweetness, I would probably go with. I was thinking before I said steak because that was kind of a joke.
Was it, or are you just backtracking?
The world will never know. I was thinking fish, right? A nice hearty fish, not a white fish,
Like a salmon?
like a salmon. Exactly.
I love
Boom.
salmon. We should.
Put that on a bagel with some cream cheese and some capers, some lox. This
Oh.
is what I imagine.
Some
you would
cold
drink
smoked salmon
with. Some
lox.
cold smoked salmon lox. That's what I'd drink this with.
Sold.
You heard it first, Audra.
Sold.
Right?
We're
Can't
bringing
you
we're
imagine
bringing
that?
back the lox. If you were around when Cafe Rica had cold smoked salmon lox
Cold smoked salmon
for
Man, that stuff was
what,
good.
2 days?
2 days, yeah.
Oh man, it was so good though.
Dude, yeah, this would go great with that because of the saltiness and like the heartiness of the salmon in the bagel.
Yeah.
Boom, goes
I
perfect
could.
with this bold sweetness.
Yeah, and cold smoked salmon. Obviously, it's not warm, and yeah, you know, if you know what lox are. Yeah, so I could agree that I could do that with this, but I think I could just see myself drinking this on like a fall morning,
Yeah.
like
With
just
some cider and donuts.
you know. I was
Yeah.
thinking I could eat donuts with this coffee,
Yo, you could.
like
It's not-
the
because
sweet.
the bitterness definitely is like, oh man, that was a sweet coffee.
Yeah, like,
Was it bitter?
well-
Like, let me get some.
Well, when I drink this, it's like sweet off the bat, but
Yeah.
it does get very bitter, and I don't mean bitter in a bad way, like an espresso bitter for people that don't like espresso.
Or even
But it's like
bitter
a dryness. I'll
it's
say
a
dryness. Yeah. So
It
when I
took me so long to figure out that's what bitter really was.
Yeah.
that it's a dryness in the mouth. Like,
well, and for me with drinking espresso, I learned that what I think is bitter sometimes isn't bitter.
Yeah.
It's like salty.
Yeah.
But it kind of has that same mouth feel.
yeah,
Like
it puckers your mouth.
yeah, exactly.
That's good. That's good that you noticed that.
Yeah, but
Means you're.
well, I mean, we dial in espresso all the time, and obviously you learn stuff. But
That's why we.
yeah.
that's all
Oh
the time.
man, a fall morning, 50
Yeah.
degrees outside, sunrise, and you're eating this and a couple Sweet Waters donuts.
Imagine.
Imagine maybe some donut holes,
That's exactly what I was.
some
thinking.
pumpkin donut holes with this. No, you're not feeling it. I could do that. I like pumpkin
I'll let you have
donuts.
your moment.
I mean, hey, I like donut holes. I could any donuts, glazed, chocolate, some maple glazed.
Yeah, I would do that.
I love maple glazed donuts.
Love maple.
I love them. Big maple guy.
Big.
Big maple guy. Shout out Canada. Some
right.
Timbits. Ooh.
Some Timbits.
Timmy's.
We talk about Timmy's too much.
Well, it's because we don't have one. Timmy's, if you want to sponsor us, imagine.
Imagine. Okay, so $16 a bag. Let's go with that.
All right.
You say you're down with that. You can drink this almost every day, more in the fall.
Yeah, like fall time, like here in about 2 months, I might have to buy a bag or two and just keep
They
it.
should be coming soon. Labels are
Hopefully. So keep an eye
are
out.
in production.
Or if you come into the shop, ask us and we'll have an answer for you.
Yeah. So,
But in the meantime, buy one of our other coffees or our K-Cups.
we do have K-Cups.
We do have K-Cups. Yeah, so drinkability, I'm kind of hovering between 8 to 9.
8 to 9.
I'm bouncing around because I like this coffee a lot, but I can see myself drinking it a lot in the fall.
Yeah.
But I feel like the wintertime I would go for more of a heartier
Yeah.
coffee, you know? So I feel like something like this, I personally wouldn't drink much in the winter. I would drink a
Yeah.
much deeper, not necessarily darker, but like a fuller bodied coffee.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm thinking about going with a solid 8 for
I'll go
drinkability.
with 8.
Well, that means we had the same scores.
Perfect. Last math.
That puts this at an 8.66. We'll bump it 8.7.
8.7.
That's really high when you think about it. I mean, that's an above average coffee.
That's a really good coffee.
Yeah, you guys need to come try this. Come on down to Cafe Rica and get a.
Rican.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Come on down to Cafe Rica. Get a nice tall black honey pour over.
It's really good.
It's
8.7. It's. I don't think that's the highest because I think we got better. And
I think didn't we give Get We a 10 on flavor?
We did.
I think we were just both blown away with.
We were.
It was a Burundi, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Man, that was a good coffee.
We definitely were both blown away. But
it was peak drinkability. It was hot. It was summertime.
Yeah.
And we were drinking that coffee. Like, Get We's amazing. That's a good coffee.
I would actually say,
but this is good too.
I like where it lined up at the 9 or just below Get We. I would say Get We is just a tad better.
I like how you're not biased.
I'm really not.
And like you can acknowledge that there's like this is great coffee.
Yeah.
But personally you've had stuff that you like more.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And obviously I think it's all situational too. Like in the fall I couldn't drink Get We. It's too vibrant. It's too
and we definitely were blown away by I think that was early in our career.
That was early in our tasting career. I bet you if we tried that now, I don't know if we give it a 10 out of 10.
I don't think we would.
But that was like we did 2 coffees. We did the Ghost Town coffees, and then you bought that not value pack. You bought the variety pack of the 5 Madcaps, and we drank 4 of them because you guys gave one away or whatever. And that was pretty early on.
Yeah. And I think we jumped really into the Madcap realm and was on that route for a while.
And Madcap's great. Good coffee. They have a million different blends, I feel like. But no, that was early on, and I definitely think if we went back, we would not give it a 10. I'd still probably give that coffee like a 9.
Yeah.
It would probably match up with this one.
Yeah.
Pretty fairly. But it's different, too. You got to put yourself in that situation. Like, when would I drink this and how often?
Yeah.
This one, fall time, I'm telling you. Wake up, 5 a.m., imagine. Go for a run. Imagine.
It's going to be dark out.
Exactly. You run when it's cold.
All right.
Jack knows.
All right.
Anyways.
Well, inspirational quote of the day. This one is very, very close to what I say every day in my life to get myself going, kind of motivate myself, and to motivate others around me. It's a little bit a different take.
Okay.
Still hits the same.
Actually, I got a quote.
Okay. We'll have 2 quotes.
I'm just kidding. I don't have a quote.
He doesn't have a quote. A little progress each day adds up to big results. That, my friends, is the key to success. Showing up.
I'll talk about that a little bit. Real quick.
And just getting a little bit better. Because the one thing about getting a little bit better, it does add to great results because you're going forward still. And you're still keeping yourself moving.
I know, like, you're not going to notice results right away.
No.
With anything. You start small. Small accomplishments every day.
Attainable goals.
It's like, when people...
Great habits.
It's like, okay, so say you have a dog. And you get the dog as a puppy. You don't realize how big the dog's getting until you look back at the past, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
So you start doing something, okay? So say you start an activity today. And in a month, you might not think you've made a lot of progress, but go back and look, and you're like, oh, wow, look how far I've come.
I mean, so let's
try and think about how far you've come and not think about how far you still have to go, because that's not a good mindset.
Ooh, that's another good quote.
I just came up with
1 millimeter a day for 365 days, right?
It's 365 millimeters.
Yeah, that's true. But that's more than, let's say you do 10 millimeters 12 times a year. That's 120.
Like once a month.
That's 120 millimeters.
Yeah.
You're not going very far.
Yeah, I was just thinking in terms of, obviously I've been taking like physical fitness very seriously lately.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for 3 weeks, and it's like I might not think I've made a lot of progress, but if I did the same lifts tomorrow that I did my first day, I guarantee you the weight's higher and it's easier and it feels, and I can, stuff like that.
Not only weight and like
but your
measurable goals, but like you show up every day.
You're mental,
way more energetic.
Oh yeah, and it's like
you come in earlier.
I haven't been late.
You haven't been late.
I was only late that one day.
What's up, Adam Moody? Thanks for joining the show.
I was late one day.
Yeah.
But there was that's besides the point. I feel so much better. I don't mind like going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier. And and it's just like it gets me in a good mental state.
Yeah.
I highly recommend, even just if it's going out for a run once a day. I used to hate working out.
Jumping jacks.
Yeah, do anything. Yeah, do 10 burpees. Run to the fridge and back. You will feel better. Like, I promise.
No,
and eat better.
Another great quote.
This isn't a fitness thing.
Yeah.
But all that stuff. That's another reason that I've been super energetic lately. I haven't had pop in like 3 weeks.
An object in motion tends to stay in motion.
Okay, Newton.
Object.
Okay, Newton.
At rest tends to stay at rest. It's true though. It's the same concept right there. It's
It is. Keep the ball rolling. I've heard that one said a lot. Like, you have to keep the ball rolling. You do. Because guess what? As soon as that ball stops, so do your dreams. Oh. But yeah, exactly. It's easier.
Not much, Adam. Congratulations on getting married to Bailey.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, you got to
get the ball moving.
You gotta make those steps. You gotta keep moving. It's like sharks. They have to keep swimming forward or they die.
Really?
Isn't that a fact?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It sounds right.
I don't know. This isn't National Geographic.
It sounds right. I haven't watched Earth in a while, but I feel like they said
Earth
that.
is great. All right.
Man. Anyways.
Black Honey by Cafe Rica. 8.7 out of 10. Go ahead and come in the shop. Try it. It will be sold in bags here shortly.
Yes. But come in and give it a shot.
Yeah.
It'll be roasted by us. And it'll be brewed by us. That's what I meant to say. I said roasted. But it'll be brewed freshly right in front of you. Really good. Make sure you guys come on in. Check it out. Thanks for coming to the show.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and whether you're listening in the morning, the day, or the night, we'll catch you guys next time.
Oh, I need this motivation every day when I force myself to go to the gym. There you go, Oscar.
See, right there. Just, I promise, keep going, and eventually it'll become a habit, and you won't even realize you're going every day.
Boom. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for coming. See you guys in 2 weeks.